What's up, my name's GLoWhNo, and welcome to Forgotten Easter Eggs, your one-stop shop for Easter eggs in games that you either don't remember or haven't seen in the first place. Today's topic will be based around Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Nintendo Wii. Of course, if you're interested in seeing more Forgotten Easter eggs, you can either check out the full playlist after this video is done, or the previous Easter eggs video on Super Smash Bros. Melee. Both links are in the description. Anyways, let's get on to the video. For our first batch of Easter eggs, we'll be taking a look at some that are trophy related. First, while on the main menu, if you head over to the vault, then click trophies and stickers, you will see a variety of options like sections where you can check out the stickers and trophies you have currently, or the coin launcher that lets you play a Galaga-esque minigame where you shoot your hard-earned coins at random enemies and trophies in order to receive them. If you decide to check out the trophy hoard, you will be greeted by a castle scene with all of your trophies located on a platform with the Smash logo. Here, if you decide to enter while holding a direction on the analog stick or the D-pad, you will notice the arrangement shape changes depending on which direction it's pointing. While we are here, if you press A, you can open up diorama mode, which allows you to make a scene consisting of up to 4 different trophies and 4 backgrounds of your choosing, where you can then take a screenshot to save to your system's SD card. If you then decide to check out the backgrounds, you will see said selection of 4 different scenes, one of which is a series of presents in a room on a table. When selecting this background in particular, zooming out, you will see a Nintendo DS inside of one of the presents. Now, let's quickly head on over to the trophy gallery. If you switch the series assortment to Metal Gear Solid and select the cardboard box trophy, if you decide to look underneath the box, you can see Snake's full character model hidden inside. While we are on the topic of trophies, let's not overlook a very peculiar Easter egg hidden inside one of the assist trophies. Similar to my last video, the Metroid trophy manages to hide the most interesting secrets, this one being no exception. If you look normally at the Metroid assist trophy, you will not see anything abnormal, but if you happen to extract Brawl's textures and view the Metroid assist trophy, you will see a familiar sprite that normally goes unseen, that being Mr. Saturn from the Earthbound series. Stepping away from trophies, let's talk characters. Out of the 35 playable characters in this game, very few have notable Easter eggs. For instance, let's take a look at Peach. Like the rest of the cast, Peach has a final smash, accessed by breaking a smash ball whenever one spawns on the stage. Final smashes are great for taking stocks when you're falling behind, but instead of paying attention to that, when using Peach, if you use her final smash, she will start dancing whilst a song plays, Peaches will spawn on the stage, and every enemy will fall asleep. But if you happen to slow down the music you hear during her final smash, you will immediately recognize the classic theme song of Coin Heaven from Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, if you watched my Melee Forgotten Easter Eggs video, you will know there is hidden dialogue that will play on specific stages if you play as the Spaceys, Fox, and Falco. Well, with Brawl having added Wolf as a new fighter and Lilac Cruz as a new stage, it would only make sense for new dialogue to be added. And sure enough, if you decide to play as Fox, Falco, or Wolf, and tap down on the D-pad for a single frame, you will see familiar faces from Star Fox Adventures converse with each other depending on who you play as and what the background looks like. Now, due to the fact that there are 15 dialogue segments on Lilac Cruz alone, I will be leaving out the majority and only showing you a couple. So if you're interested in hearing the rest for yourself, I implore you to do so. Otherwise, skip to the end of this chapter to jump to the next Easter egg.
A blue planet? It's actually quite breathtaking, isn't it?
Boy, I'll say, look at all that water. It's paradise for guys like you and me, huh? Without a quick dip in the water now and then, we get all dried out.
Listen, I'm no frog. Don't try to stick us in the same group.
But you got a long, stretchy tongue, just like me, right?
Didn't I just tell you to drop the subject?
We meet again, Star Wolf.
Ugh, these guys are no joke.
Heh, I'll make sure to work you over real good before I turn you into scrap metal.
Do you see my red rose? It marks your imminent death. Listen close. I won't let a single one of you leave here alive. And Fox, remember this. I'm the one who's gonna take you down. Playtime ends here, Star Fox.
Star Wolf. Hey there, boy. How do you like my new ship? Want to see what it can do?
I am known as Panther Caroso. I salute you, my enemy.
It looks like the gang's all here.
Good enough. Come on, Fox. Let's get him.
Hey, don't forget about me!
Interestingly, the space animals aren't the only characters that have these dialogue Easter eggs. I'm talking about Snake. If you head over to Shadow Moses Island, alongside any character in the game, press down on the D-pad once again for 1 frame. You will then activate a codec call between Snake and one of the 3 members of his support team, where they will then discuss the character in which you are fighting. But once again, I will only play you a couple of these as there are 35 characters, and that would take a really long time.
Snake, you know who that is?
You're kidding, right? It's Mario.
Mario made his first appearance in 1981, and since then, he's become a worldwide phenomenon. There's probably not a single person who doesn't know Mario. He's that famous.
Good thing I survived long enough to meet him on the field of battle, huh?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, Snake. Now get out there and show him what you're made of. No regrets.
Got it. This guy kind of gives me the creeps.
That's Wario, Snake. Wario first appeared as Mario's rival, but he really made his name in the WarioWare games. Watch out for Wario's bite. It's not just damage you take from it.
What do you mean, Colonel?
Wario loves garlic. He eats whole cloves of it day and night. So try not to get caught in his mouth. Once that smell gets on you, it'll stick to you for quite a while.
That's a scary thought.
He also attacks by farting. He can fart to fly around, too.
By farting. Are you kidding me?
Sadly, no, I am not kidding. If his belly starts to bulge, watch out.
Colonel, it's me. I'm fighting myself.
Snake, what's going on out there? Could it be? Has the Les Enfants Terribles project really come this far?
It's more than that. He's got my moves, my gear. It's like looking in a mirror.
Do you think they collected data on you and created another Snake?
He's got the same build, too. Creepy. But his sneaking suit is a different color, and his tactics are slightly different.
Interesting. So even if you're evenly matched in power, your fighting styles will make a big difference. You faced tougher odds in the past, Snake. Don't let this imposter beat you.
Now, let's switch things up. Out of all the characters to be added into Brawl, R.O.B is one that stands out to me the most, since he is the only robot in the entire roster. When playing, you never tend to have time to stop and take a close look at the character's skin you choose, but if you decide to have a close look at R.O.B, specifically his neutral skin and his gray skin, you will notice that these two are designed after the Famicom and the NES, complete with the text Family Computer Robot and Robotic Operating Buddy located at the base. Speaking of R.O.B, let's take a look at stages, shall we? Heading over to Port Town Arrow Dive, if you pause at the right moment, or know where to look at a specific part of the stage, you can see a giant R.O.B with bright red eyes just eerily sitting on top of a platform. For our next map, if you head on to Pokemon Stadium 2 and wait for a little bit, the stage will transform based on the Pokemon type that shows up in the background. If you wait for the ice type transformation to appear and look into the room that the Snorunt is standing in, you will see a strange picture of a cat. As far as I know, it is still unknown whose cat this is. Although there was a popular theory that this cat was owned by Masahiro Sakurai, this was ultimately untrue. Another well-known stage Easter egg appears in the background of Green Hill Zone. While playing, you may not realize initially, but randomly during the match, you will see Knuckles, Tails, and Silver running around the stage as you play. Heading on over to the Pikmin map, Distant Planet, if you look behind the stage using a pause menu or just by angling the camera properly, you will see a can lying in the background with the Smash logo printed on it. Wrapping up the list, let's take a look at some harder to spot Easter eggs, starting with Smashville. Here, there's an Easter egg that is almost impossible to see unless you use a hacked camera. If you happen to take your hacked camera closer to the background and maneuver your way in front of the museum, you will see a patch of flowers. This patch of flowers just happens to spell SB, which stands for Smash Bros. On the topic of near impossible to spot Easter eggs, if you head on over to the map designed after Super Mario Sunshine, Delfino Plaza, fans of the game may be surprised to know that there are the familiar missing posters scattered throughout the map in each of the same locations that you would find them in Sunshine. Taking a look at the map designed after Luigi's Mansion, you may be surprised to hear that there is an Easter egg on this map that is completely impossible to see by normal means. Using a hacked camera and precisely maneuvering it in such a way so that you're not only under the baby crib, but facing towards the stage as well, all while the underside is still in view, you will see a strangely placed face of Boo. Now, for the final Easter egg of today's video, I'm going to end it the exact same way I ended the Melee Easter eggs video, and that is by showing you the weirdest Easter egg in the entire game. On the map on it, while playing specifically Melee or Brawl, if you take a hacked camera underneath this particular basket of flowers, you will then see a rice ball, strangely placed inside. And with that, that's the end of today's video. If you liked what you saw, please do me a favor and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, and I hope you consider. But before you leave, make sure to check out the previous Forgotten Easter Eggs video on Melee if you're interested, or check out the rest of the Forgotten Easter Eggs catalog. Thank you for watching.